Hey, did you ever wonder why there weren't actual vehicles in the Ash Waste rulebook? It's because they're in here. Inside the Book of the Outlands, you're going to get a lot of stuff. Starting off, you're going to get two gangs. You're going to have the Ash Waste Nomads, which everybody's familiar with those guys now. They're kind of the poster boys for the Ash Waste expansion. And you'll also have the new Ironhead Squat Prospectors. And yes, they are squats. So you'll have rules for both of those gangs, including their full rosters and all their upgrades and equipment and all that fun stuff. You'll have tables for their skills and things like that. So if you want to run either of those gangs, you're good to go. On top of that, you're also going to have gang rules for new Wasteland Gangs. These are different from your standard Necromunda Hive gangs, still the various houses and things like that, but there's some additional bonuses for running your gang in the Wastelands, typically vehicles. After that, you're also going to have the Wasteland Workshop. This is where we get to the meat of the matter, which is vehicles in the Wasteland. This is the workshop for using the standard vehicles or creating ones based off a template, which we'll talk about here in a bit. And finally, you're going to have the actual vehicle rules. Now, these are kind of the same rules that you'll see in the Necromunda Ash Waste rulebook. They're reprinted here for your convenience. So when you're designing your vehicles for your use in your gangs, there's a couple of ways to do it. First off, there's the standard template ones. That's your Wolf Quad, your Achilles Ridge Runner, your Goliath Rock Grinder, or the brand new Cargo 8 Ridge Hauler. So yes, if you are using any of the Gene Stealer Cult vehicles in Necromunda or from 40k, you can use those in your gangs in Necromunda. It's really cool. There's also rules for dirt bikes, which is kind of buried in here too, and that's a neat thing too. But regardless, those rules for the models, for the Gene Stealer Cults, are in here. You can buy them for your gang and equip them like normal. You just have to buy a crew member to operate the vehicle, and then you add the crew to the vehicle and buy the vehicle and do all your upgrades and stuff like that. You're good to go. The second way to do it is the Wasteland Workshop. This is the vehicle design. These rules are different in that they are based off of templates instead of the actual vehicles. So they start with 4 different templates. There's the small, medium, large, and walker templates. You basically pay the credits for the specific template, and it comes with a basic stat line. You can then add upgrades and crew and all the regular stuff that you could do for the standard vehicles. It's just you get to kind of customize them and add the upgrades that are appropriate. Games Workshop actually recommends that you build the model first and then pay the points to figure out what it should have appropriately like that. These rules are not as finicky as the old school VDR or vehicle design rules. They're not designed for you to build a crazy quad las cannon packing floating skimmer vehicle that's going to blow everything up. By the way, there are options for skimmers too, but that's a whole other ball of wax that I'm not going to get into. Outland gangs are different from Hive gangs in that Outland gangs are technically all outlaws. They have an extra 400 credits when you construct your gangs that can only be used on vehicles and vehicle upgrades. So you have your standard 1,000 credit gangs that you would have in the Hive, slap another 400 credits for vehicles and vehicle upgrades, and voila, you got an Outland gang. Now, Outland gangs can either be like the cops, where they are kind of running with the Guild of Coin and supporting them and doing missions for them and keeping them safe, or they can be the robbers, in which case they are attacking and raiding caravans. And honestly, most Outland gangs are probably doing a mix of both, if we're being honest here. There is one catch if you are playing the Ash Waste Nomads. They obviously don't get to have any vehicles because they ride bugs, which is a whole different thing, and all those rules are in here too. I know you may be wondering, is the Book of the Outlands worth it? And my answer is yeah. If you're playing Necromunda Ash Waste campaigns and you want to have, vehicles that makes it different from a regular Necromunda setting, this is the book for you. If you want to run the Ironhead Squat, if you want to interact with the Ash Waste Nomads, this is the book for you. It's got those rules, it's got the vehicle design rules, which are a lot of fun to play around with, and it just opens up a ton of options for conversions and model opportunities and fun stuff to do outside of the Hive, in addition to the Necromunda Ash Waste core rulebook. This book is the Book of the Outlands. If you're going to play games in the Outlands, you want this book. The Book of the Outlands works in conjunction with the Necromunda Ash Waste core rulebooks. You kind of need both to get the full experience of playing games in the Ash Waste. This book's, the Ash Waste book, has all the scenarios and other special rules and other fun, cool stuff for playing games in the Ash Waste, but this book's got all the vehicle stuff, the stats, the money, the tables, all that stuff you need to really get in there and build your own vehicles and open up all the fun customizing hobby opportunities for different kits. That's what this book is for. So you need the core rule book for obvious reasons because it's got all the core rules, but you really want the Book of the Outlands because it's got all the other fun stuff that's layered on top of playing games of Necromunda in the Ash Waste. Well, that was the Book of the Outlands, and if you would like to see the unboxing for the Necromunda Ash Waste box, that's right there on your screen. And we also have an unboxing for the brand new Cargo 8 Ridge Hauler, which is a really fun kit. You should check that out right there. I'm Adam here from Bowles, and thanks for watching.